We give them the sleepy emote. Yeah, 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 yeah. Free to play is life. Right, Maya? Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Go, Maya, go. Yes. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Whether this is your first video or you've been around for a while, I appreciate each second that you decide to spend with me. Like the video to help support the channel even further. Today, we're playing with my very first free-to-play, zero rare, zero mythic, beginner-friendly deck in Kaldheim. We are using Selesnya colors. This is the combination of green and white, and we are very, very aggro, and you could even consider us a little bit mid-range as well. We have a 100% win rate in Mythic, playing 6 matches. I ran out of time. I have to leave or I play more. I'm having such a fun time with this deck. We are... we're doing something today, that's for sure. I don't know what's going on, but you guys are really going to enjoy not only this deck, but the gameplay footage as well. Again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends to help support. You can also go ahead and, go a little further on Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube if you're financially stable. Your boy's struggling, and all the help that I can get really helps. So, with that out of the way, thank you again, and now let's break down this 100% free-to-play, 100% win rate Selesnya aggro deck. All right, we actually have a few special things before we get into the deck. We have a guest appearance today. You guys are going to be really excited. Longtime viewers will recognize this guest. First-time viewers, get ready to meet, someone who is a very big part of my life. With that out of the way, here it is, you guys. 100% win rate, 6-0. Here's our matchups. 3 times on the play, twice on the draw, so a nice spread, and crushing it out. Of course, the deck list will be available to you guys in the description below. And this is Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant. If you're wondering what I'm using, what is this black magic? You got everything you could ever want. One of the coolest things is a deck advisor, so you can see which decks are, viable for you to play based on your current collection, so you don't have to spend those wildcards all the time, right? So, play my free-to-play decks and use the deck advisor, right? This is the greatest way to farm. 4 wins every single day. Reroll your 500 quests into 750. Now, typically, I wouldn't say many of these things, but this is a beginner video, so you're obviously semi-new to the game. Don't give me a hard time. If that's not the case, you're still in for a really good time. So let's begin to break down the deck's list, the strategies, the synergies, everything that you need to know to be piloting it effectively and efficiently through the meta. Okay. Starting off, we've got 4 copies of the Battlefield Raptor. This is a brand new card in Kaldheim, a 1/2 flying first strike. Yes, it's been a long time since we had Healer Hawk, or, that really nice 1-drop flyer within the white color. We do have, the Fae or whatever it is, Gift of the Fae, and, that little flyer, which is fine. That's really good, but, it's a 1/1. The adventure is cool. This actually is greater, in my opinion, because it has First Strike. Now, First Strike is very valuable in the game, and we're going to be powering up this Battlefield Raptor, so it's not going to stay a 1/2, but that First Strike will stay there for us, which is acceptable, again, by me. Moving forward, Blizzard Brawl, another 1-drop, Snow Sorcery. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. If you control 3 or more snow permanents, the creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains indestructible until the end of turn. Then those creatures fight each other. We have, snow basics in the deck. Collecting 3 of them shouldn't be a problem. If you're playing this after turn 3, there you go, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, there's your lands. And you'll get the +1/+0, indestructible, plus the fight, all for 1 mana, which is absolutely bonkers as far as I'm concerned, as far as the value goes. Speaking of crazy broken value, another new card, Snakeskin Veil, instant speed for 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until the end of turn. We're utilizing +1/+1 counters as our main synergy in the deck. Plus, it gives us hexproof, which is a nice form of protection. Okay, okay, okay. 2 copies of our Wildwood Scourge, a 1-drop plus X. So you will have to cast it for 2 as a minimum. That's why it's at the bottom of our list here. Obviously, it's a 0/0 for that reason. So don't cast it for 1 or it will die as soon as it enters unless you have a Great Henge or something in play. However, it does enter with X +1/+1 counters on it. So you can sink your mana, right? If you're playing this turn 2, great. If you're playing it turn 5, even better. And then whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on another non-Hydra creature you control, put a +1/+1 counter on Wildwood Scourge. Again, we're putting counters everywhere. So if we put a Snakeskin Veil on our Battlefield Raptor, for example, and Scourge is in play, then the Scourge is going to get a counter as well. Very, very nice synergy there. I wish we could run more of them. Maybe we can trim land. I don't know. Moving into our 2-drops now. Fearless Fledgling, one of the best cards for free-to-play individuals in Zendikar Rising. And it stays true within Kaldheim. A 1/1 with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Fearless Fledgling. It gains flying until the end of turn. So each turn, it gets bigger as you play more lands, and it's going to gain flying, which is a nice form of evasion, allowing you to get some consistent damage in turn after turn. Don't worry, though. We don't need flying to convert because we have the Gnarlid Colony. This is a 2 CMC 2/2 kicker for an additional 3. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Again, great synergy for the deck. And each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has trample. Woof. You know, an absolute must include if you're running any form of counter-based deck. Giving all of your creatures trample will allow you to just assemble this massive army and then just barrel home for what I can only describe as a nuclear event. 4 copies of our Guardian Gladewalker, a 1/1 changeling, so it's every creature type. Whenever Guardian Gladewalker enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, whether it be itself or another creature. If you have the Wildwood Scourge in play, I recommend you putting it on another creature because the Gladewalker is a changeling, which is every creature type, which makes it a Hydra, and the Hydra needs counters to go on other non-Hydra creatures to have that extra +1 go on itself. So keep in mind that if you have a Wildwood Scourge in play, you play the Walker and you target itself, the +1 that would normally go on the Scourge won't go there, which is fine. It's not that big of a drawback, but it is something that you might want to be aware of. Moving forward, we have 4 copies of our Conclave Mentor. Now, this is what really holds the deck together, takes it from a good deck and makes it a great deck. A 2/2, and if 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, put that many +1/+1 counters on that creature +1 instead, which is really, really quite nice. And then whenever Conclave Mentor dies, you gain life equal to its power. So it's nice mitigation against some of those aggro decks through the life gain of its death. Moving forward into our 3-drops now, the Boreal Outrider, another brand new card, a 3/2 snow creature elf warrior. Helps us bring down the snow amount of our Blizzard Brawl, because we will need 3 for that. But again, we have so many snowlands, that shouldn't be nothing but a thing. It's a 3/2. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if a snow mana was spent on one of its colors to cast it, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. You know, obviously, we're always going to be using snow mana, so that's always going to be in effect. And then we've got the Conclave Mentor, which, you know, combos on every little thing that we do in the deck, and, you know, Boreal Outrider is no exception to that. We have 4 copies of Mammoth Growth for 3 at instant speed. Target creature gets +4/+4 until the end of turn, foretell for 1. This is really nice because, you know, you just save it for late game. If you need a little bit of reach, this will get you there. Maybe the card's misplaced and we could use something else, but it saved us a couple times and won us a few games. So, you know, I think this is a really good card, typically way too expensive. However, you can foretell it, right? If you have spare mana, put it away for later. It's instant speed. You can crack it whenever, and, you know, you're not paying anymore, you're not losing. So lots of the times the foretell cards will cost 2, and then, you know, in total it would be 1 extra than it regularly would have been. But in this case, it's a direct trade. You know, instant speed is the same mana cost as foretelling it, and then playing it is 3 each way. So it's no harm, no foul. The nice thing is just being able to play it for less later. And that's very good if you do have the spare mana. Moving forward, 4 copies of Fall of the Impostors. You know, this card is stupid good. For the first 2 times it triggers, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. You know, this makes a perfect drop after your mentor. And then finally, exile a creature with the highest power among creatures your opponents control. It's a permanent exile for 3 mana, plus you get 2 +1/+1 counters distributed. that get doubled up through Mentor. I'm sorry, what is this card? Fall of the Impostors? No doubt. So you can take care of whatever your opponent throws at you with this and get even stronger in the process. 5 plains, 4 forests, 2 Arctic Treelines. Look at that art, you guys. Oh my gosh. 4 Bretagard Strongholds. Now, this is something we actually need to talk about. Enters tapped, adds a forest to our pool. We can pay 3, 1 forest, 2 plains, and tap it for a total of 4 to sacrifice it, putting a +1/+1 counter on each of 2 target creatures that we control. They gain Vigilance and Lifelink until the end of turn. +1/+1 counter goes on 2 creatures, which is really nice. Again, the Mentor will help that. They gain Vigilance and Lifelink for the end of turn. We're hitting with big baddies. You know, it's not uncommon to have a 20/20 in play with this deck. So if you grab 20 life, you know, you've got Vigilance and Trample. So, you can see how it comes together. 4 Evolving Wilds. This is just for the extra triggers on the Fearless Fledgling, and then a Field of Ruin if your opponent's got any shenanigan lands, like a Crawling Barrens, right? You got to get that out of here. That cannot be allowed to survive. So that's the list, you guys. Strategies and synergies. You want an opening hand with your Conclave Mentor, right? This is what makes everything great. I also don't mind having a little protection for it, right? This does that. Fall of the Impostors is another great drop as well. And then Fearless Fledgling really ties everything together. So, you know, any combination of those cards and some land to play them is what I like to see as an opening hand. Moving aside from that, we can use the Guardian Gladewalker to put counters on the Raptor. I think that's a really good use of that. And then, of course, the Mentor would double those counters. Rather than putting it on itself, only put the counters on the Gladewalker if you don't have any other choice, right? That's enough for you to know. Of course, you know, the Blizzard Brawl is sorcery speed, so you can do all your shenanigans, put your lands in play on your Fledgling, and then use it once your creatures are powered up to get that removal, and then go in for the attack when you have Destructible now, so you're not even worried about their blockers. And again, you may want to use the Blizzard on something that's not the Fledgling if the Fledgling already has flying, because if it's got flying, they don't have blockers. Why does it need Indestructible? Put Indestructible on something that doesn't have evasion. With that all out of the way, you know, once you get your army assembled, you put your colony in play, everything gets trampled, and you smash home. The Scourge is going to get so strong, especially if you can stack your Conclave Mentors. I wish there was more to this deck to break down, but it's very simple to play. It's very straightforward, and luckily for all of us, it is very powerful as well. So again, 6-0 within the lower percentages of Mythic. Been playing a lot of jank. That's where we landed. But matches are matches no matter where you are. That's one thing I've learned. And this deck performs against some of the best decks that we've seen. We beat a rogue deck, you guys. We beat a highly tuned rogue deck. What more can you really want? And now I'm really happy with Kaldheim. I've not been seeing as many rogues, but I think as people get tired of the new jank and stuff, they're going to shift back to their competitive deck. So it's really nice to have a free-to-play deck that you guys can play as beginners while you farm your collection, get that gold, and still remain semi-competitive. Thank you for your time and attention. I really appreciate everybody who stuck with me through the deck tech. Big woofs to you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friend. Download Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant for free to everybody on Windows. In the description below, there is a Linktree link that takes you to all of my stuff. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, whether you're jumping into Discord to take part in our 500,000 gem giveaway, 100 one-on-one sessions with myself, free cash prize monthly tournaments, and all that other jazz that happens. You'll find everything in the Linktree link always. So check that out and support financially if you can afford to do so on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, and you can even just purchase your day-to-day goods through our Amazon link to give me 3%. So there's lots of ways to help out, and if you do, I'll keep pumping out bangers for you guys. So again, thank you so much. Enjoy today's gameplay footage, and we'll see you soon with some wrap-up thoughts, which you cannot afford to miss out on. It is with so few land in a deck, it's crazy how many I can pull opening hand. This is nice, though. We'll probably wait and protect it, though, with our snakeskin. That's probably the best idea. or else we're playing right into removal. Let's hold the phone. Watch us play the deck we just made. And still get beat. Oh my god, I feel like it is. This isn't good. Okay. Perfecto. Very good. Very good. Decent hit. Also a 6/6, which is hard to remove. They can bounce it though. Zero rares, 0 mythics, 100% destruction. If that was a match to judge anything by, it is very cool. The Conclave Mentor, Snakeskin Veil combo. Friend of the people, the Mentor is, truly. And looks really nice. Lands there, Mentors here, colonies around. Even a little bit of removal for later on and protection. So it's a really good spread of cards for an opening hand if we're looking for examples of something that might be a good keep. You know, we do probably play slow with the Stronghold. This comes in tapped regardless, but later on we can pay 3 mana plus tapping it, so that's like a total of 4 to sacrifice it, and then we get to put a +1/+1 counter on 2 creatures we control, which is really nice. They also gain Vigilance and Lifelink until the end of turn, which is great, right? So if we have Vigilance, Lifelink, Trample, and then the Mentor out, and it puts a counter on... Oh no, someone's playing Rogues? I'm like just having fun. And this is what you choose to do to me? Rawr. Oh, Fabled Passage. Interesting, that's cool. I thought we wouldn't see this much. You know, it sucks that we run into it in the free-to-play video, right? You know, if we beat Rogues with free-to-play, I would laugh so hard. I don't think we will, but man, would that be a hootin' good time. This isn't a snow permanent, is the thing. Yeah, we're just in play the old-fashioned way. And, you know, I'll probably just leave the crab there and try to protect against other stuff and remove it later. Right, there could be like Heartless Axe and stuff that they want to get out of their hand before we have counters. Or even just Blood Chief's Thirst. Nuh-uh! Sorry, brah. Snakeskin Veil, I'm telling you guys, it's a very nice card. More mill makes me sad. They didn't pay life for it, so that makes me think that there's no Drown in the Loch or anything. So we should just kill this crab. The rogue player thinks I'm slow. They must have an extinction event or something. Do you think they have 2? Woof. We're gonna run into Death Touch here. Woo! Just burning through those spells. I mean, we're totally out. But, you know, why not? Oh my gosh! First said how funny it would be if we beat rogues with a free-to-play deck. Okay. The mill is strong with this one. And even just with those little bit, like the crab, the enforcers, we're still halfway through our deck. We give them the sleepy emote. Yeah! Free to play is life. Right, Maya? Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Go, Maya, go. Yes. Maya loves it. She is all about the victory laps. Quite literally. This is what you may hear in the background during many of my matches. Is just Maya doing her daily run. You gotta love it. Walk it off, girl. Walk it off. Hey? You going wild? Going crazy? We'll show you in another video. I get a toy going on the wheel, so she's running to try and get the toy. You guys will love it. All right, let's get into another match. All right, Maya won't give it up. We're into the next match. She's still going hard, right? Even harder now that I need her to stop. That's the way it always goes with these kinds. All right, let's look at our hand. We go first. Conclave Mentor land to play it. Keep! Right? Our opponent mulligans. This is fine. Treeline in play. Let's pray for no removal, I guess. It's like we need a slightly less powerful creature deck to beat down. Right? Alright, they're taking their time, which is always fun. Main phase, baby! We have no protection. But we act on faith. This is gonna be so bad. Leave us alone. It is. No way. So this is the Zarathan version? They just have straight removal. They're just gonna kill it as soon as we do anything. There was no hold up there. No hold up there either. Without flying. We should have maybe kept that to kill flyers, because the flyers can just hit us and trigger Zarathan. Okay, this is not that bad. No counter magic, hey? And we just get to hit through down to 10. Too bad we can't kick this. And it's too bad this isn't already into the side. Woo! Guys, we've done something. Our opponent goes first. Hand looks like it's not great. Doesn't look that bad, though. We shouldn't complain. You know, it's going to be a little slow. They're on the play. We don't have much of a wall, but we do have some removal. And, you know, we could make one of these a 3/3 as the second enters. We're looking for land as well. I really wanted to mulligan this hand. I should have. Okay. Let's take a forest here. Let's see how lucky we get. Is there removal? I mean, they've got plenty of opportunities. We have no protection, right? They could do it whenever they want, but we shall pray. They don't want to lose their Death Touch creature because they're trying to do the hooded whatever. Hooded Blight Fang, Poison Counter Combo Wombo. Oh, no. Mana. We don't have enough snow permanents, which sucks. Hydra in next. Comes out with 2. We hit for 2. Looking for that third land. Oh. That's kind of what we were worried about the whole time. You jerk! Hey, the land! That's our third snow permanent as well. Too bad we don't have forest. Oh, I just realized that the shapeshifter is also a Hydra. Good. That's not good. Death Touch is killing us. We should have blocked that a while ago, shouldn't we? Just like, screw you, man. Get out of here. How many more Raptors can they have, though? Spreading threat in case they remove one. I know we missed 1 damage, but it's not relevant. They're bricking, which is great news. Okay. We should have stacked it. We killed that this turn. Before those encounters go out. No, it gets +1. And indestructible. Perfect. What am I thinking? Not a problem. Down to 10. I think the streak continues, boys. And girls, ladies. You know, preferably ladies, let's be honest. I'm a man, not a child. As you can now see over the last couple hundred videos. Just don't give them anything, right? They can block it if they want. They don't. Ouch. Very interesting. The nice thing about this boast is it just goes on top of their library, so they can't actually play what they dig for. On our upkeep. I can't believe they just didn't block with it. Oh, they didn't want to lose it. I get it. I get it. That's their mana, though. And no blocks. My turn, it sacks itself. Exiles itself, which is basically better. Let's be honest. What do you think they took? Or they used the ram through, they didn't have the mana to boast, right? We should push this up. We don't have lethal anyways. So we have flying, which is gonna save us the day here. The game. Maybe I should just play free-to-play decks always. Seem to be winning a lot more. LOL. Just strip your deck of all the mythics and only look for good commons and uncommons. You'll have a good deck. Going first, which is nice, and we have a fledgling. Very cool. This comes in tapped, though. Which is a bummer. I wish it didn't. I want to crack the wilds on top of the fledgling. We have removal. We have battle tricks. We have more creatures. 1/4 vigilance. Whoa. Okay, so now we've got Mammoth Growth to the side. Treeline hits for flying. We've got 3 mana, whether that be a Blizzard Brawl. Winter Stray is nice. They draw a card. Oh, we should have put the Scourge out first. What am I thinking? Just want to just go in with more flyers. Neither of those are really threatening. We're here for 9. Yeah. Let's get our Raptor out there as well. Cultivate, no way! Woo! The land, oh my gosh. Again, we should have played the Scourge first. I'm too excited. We're shy, just an itty bit. And we've misplayed twice as well. Right? The Scourge would be at a higher count because of the Fledgling getting a token every turn. My bad. And Vivian, which gets reach, but we're so wide. We're so wide.
Every day is a new mutation.
And it does not even matter. Absolutely ungodly, the power of this deck here. Woo! Can't believe this. All right, you guys, last match. Unfortunately, I have to render this, get to town, and upload it for you guys because I'm still driving, as my revenue is not that high to rent my own place in town yet. So we'll get there, and you know, eventually one day I'll be able to make all of my videos like 2 hours. But for today, we're gonna have to call it quits after this. Can we pull a third land? They've got removal available too. Moon Warrior. That is frightening. If we don't pull a land, we go in with our Gladewalker. We save Fledgling until we get a land to play. I mean, they could own us here with the Skyclave Apparition. No blocks. Take 2 damage. They have things in foretell. Okay, so Fledgling in play. We got the land. Land goes out. Fledgling goes way up. We get our hit in for 2. We should really get the Scourge in play. Ooh. We're not doing anything with that. That hurts. Can't attack or block. Nice. That hurts. Not my Fledgling! Mirror Shield for Hexproof. We're not playing with Death Touch. Blade Master. Kill that. I'm gonna be so greedy. So the Gladewalker works as long as we don't put it on itself. Alright, they're out of cards. We're killing it today. I wish I could play more matches with this deck, honestly. Get rid of the Cosmos to the battlefield. Nice. Okay, that's actually a good play. What if we just give everybody trample? Not really enough, but it does do a bit. Or we just force the blocks and we do trample next turn. Only our Fledgling was hitting. And I guess we could have went in with trample for lethal. Right? Absolutely ridiculous, the power level of this deck. You got block 7 damage, I think. Like, oh my god. They want to keep the double strike. Or not. They want to keep the Cosmos alive. And just, what is that? So are they just going to bounce that, or what's going on here? 3 cards in hand, 2 cards in hand. And here's Binding on the Scourge. Houndmaster draws more cards. Decent blockers. 12 life. But we have Trample. It sucks that the Scourge got shut down. We should have went with Trample last turn. Yes. Guess we do that turn after, don't we? Oh, we can kick this. Absolutely. I didn't even realize. Look at this, you guys. This is not okay. We done goofed it up, baby. 2020, 14-14. They're gonna kill our Conclave Mentor. Which they should. Nope. Down to 3. Gulp. We'll see what they top deck. Blade Master. Ooh, double strike. 100% winner, you guys. You know, I tried to play as many matches as I could with the time I had. I can't lose a match. This deck is so deadly. I love it. I hope you enjoy. Woof. So, that happened. Yeah. I did something. I didn't think that this would be as powerful as it was. But Snakeskin Veil is like so good. It's a strictly better Ranger's Guile. Not that I wouldn't run that in addition to this. But then we have things like the Blizzard Brawl. And like they're so cheap for what you get. The Battlefield Raptor as well. Like it's only a 1-drop. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Everything here just fits perfectly together. I'm sure we could fine-tune it a little bit though. What do you guys think? How would you upgrade this deck with only commons and uncommons? That's all I want to talk about in this video. Of course, we can talk about an upgrade guide later. The first thing that you should be buying is your Fable Passages, right? Come talk to me when you have those, and you know it's pretty easy to upgrade your deck at that point. But again, that's for another video. I've not even taken a look at it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends. Check out some more of our content, right? The more videos you guys watch every day and every week and every month, you know, the more sustainable this becomes for me as a business, because things are close to breaking through. And, you know, I'm really grateful for everybody. But if we all work hard together, we can achieve greatness. So big woofs. Thank you guys so much for spending your time here with me today. Again, I really appreciate it. And we'll see you soon in the next video.